when we pull up to No Jumper and that whole incident happened, like, people think it was about intimidation. Dog, the importance behind that move was to stop, to put a face behind the Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like the old ways of our people are like, oh, stay quiet. We're not the loudest voice in the room. Times have changed, dog. You know what I mean? Now your voice has to echo. It has to echo. Like, you got to make sure that it echoes. You know what I'm saying? Because now the quietest person in the room is the one avoiding the most opportunity. Mm-hmm. Now your voice and your communication provides you with so many opportunities.
Yeah, like the battlefield has changed.
Yeah, so we didn't want to let a platform paint a picture of who we are. We pull up deep and let them know exactly who we are. We didn't beat nobody up. We didn't disrespect nobody. We showed up with class, friendship with the other hosts, and professionalism. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get funky, like, you already know what it is. We don't even got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? That's a given. Like, motherfuckers know. The history's there, bro. And that's what we got to remind, like, the youth. That's why when you ask me, well, how do you feel about the little homies dressed as cholo out, man? It puts a smile on my face, fool. Because they know what they represent. Whether they have the grit and the guts enough to go with a full blast, it doesn't matter, fool. I wear a Kobe Bryant jersey because I look up to that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a hood jersey. Exactly. A Pendleton fool. Or something, you know?
Exactly.
Damn,
you know what I mean?
501s. Fucking damn, dog. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm a big fan of No Jumper. I've been watching it since the beginning, you know? And I just love, hip hop and like people catching someone on the come up and shit like that. And then they got like, new guests and the whole new vibe they're going with.
Yeah.
But watching you guys pull up and do that whole thing, dog, honestly, as a Mexican who loves hip hop
and
understands like the journey we've been as Chicanos coming to get there, that shit was dope, dog.
Hell yeah.
That shit was dope to see. And people didn't know how to handle that. They've never been challenged before.
Exactly what, dog, hey, it's time. 2023, baby. Like, we got to challenge everything.
Yeah, they know how to handle it.
You know what I'm saying? Because being quiet and being humble didn't get our people nowhere.
And then the people who talked about it the most was the keyboard warriors.
Yeah, well, the fools that don't get off the couch.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're face to face and finally putting like, the boots on the ground, they're like, oh shit, these fools are real.
Yeah. And that's, it's always like that though. But criticism is part of the process, fool. Like, you can't let that shit ever, like, you can't let it be a factor. You know what I'm saying? Because once you allow the outside noise to come into your spectrum, you're prioritizing other people's thoughts. And at that point, it takes your authenticity away and your creativeness. Because you're allowing people to, it's like, let's say, for instance, you're building something, right? Let's say you're building a structure, a house. And the neighbor comes and he's like, your blueprint's already done how you want it, your visualization. And your neighbor comes like, I think you should move that window over here, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sun's going to come in and it might just fuck up your morning. You know what I'm saying? But you're thinking in your head, like, I like to see the sun rise and set. Yeah. That's why it's there. You know what I'm saying? So you care about your foundation and what you're building. You don't give a fuck about what he's talking about. Fool, you want to be in the dark, that's on you, bro. You know what I mean? I want to welcome the sun and see it go down every day. You know what I'm saying? So you can't allow outside noise to... If I listen to the outside noise, bro, like... Man, my boy, trust me. Like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have shit.
And you go crazy too, trying to please everybody.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's but look, dog. People think that people approach certain situations trying to please everybody, but there's a huge downfall for that. The minute that you don't, it turns into hate. So you're setting yourself up for failure anyway. So I might as well nip it in the butt from the beginning so you know.
Facts.
I can't even ask this dude for shit. He's on his own shit.
Facts.
And when he blesses me with some, it's because I deserved it.
Damn, bar.